What's up, guys? So my name's Angel, and today I want to take the time to introduce who I am and a little bit about like how the business got started, how I got into fashion, what's my passion, and what's my vision with fashion and creating this brand that I'm creating. So my name's Angel, and I am 28 years old. So for some of you guys, that's young. For others, it's like, wow, you're getting up there in age. And yeah, I do. I am getting up there in age. I feel it. I literally just got injured not too long ago, and I'm like, wow, I'm getting old. So a little intro to you guys. So my family was living in Seattle. So I grew up in LA. I'm originally from Belize, but we were living in Seattle all of last year. We were planning to move to LA, so we were only out there for a year. My wife had some work that she was doing out there, and then we were planning to move over to LA. So just before our move, I went down. So my leg, my Achilles got torn and put me on like basically crutches. And I was only operating off one leg just before to move to LA. And if you want to start anything, having one leg is not the way to do it. So if you have never lived in LA and I've lived in LA, but if you're moving to LA and you have one leg and or a disability somehow, and you're shooting for a big goal, oh my gosh, let me tell you, it is hard. I don't think you guys think about it, but it's very difficult to have a disability and move to a state like California, especially moving into a city like LA. It's so fast paced. Everything is fast. So basically, I had to crash on the couch for what felt like an eternity. And the thing about that is once you're down for a while, you really start thinking about everything. And so I was thinking about my mom, and a couple years ago she got diagnosed with diabetes, but they caught it at like a very late stage, and it was affecting her vision. So she ended up losing one eye, and that kind of changed her whole world. So my mom's been sewing since she was 12, and sewing has really become her passion over the course of her entire life. So she went from, sewing 12, moving to America, still sewing. So she's been sewing from that. Now she's 64. So she's been sewing from 12 to 64. That's a very long time. And she loves what she does. So I was thinking when I was down, I'm like, wow, it must really suck to be my mom, and basically not be able to do your passion anymore because you have a disability because of the one eye. So I know it's her passion, and I know that's what she wanted to do, but she hasn't been able to basically get a job doing what she loves because of the disability. So I wanted to create something where she can do her passion, and flourish in that field, and just get her back around the sewing machine, get her back doing what she loved, but also get her paid. And so I came up with this whole idea to create the brand Angel Gentle and have my mom be able to, well, it wasn't always just going to be called Angel Gentle. We just kind of threw stuff together as we went along. But to see my mom get back around the sewing machine, to see my mom start creating again, doing her passion, that was amazing to me, and it just fueled the fire. So after my injury, even through my injury, I was working to build this brand because I got up and I was like, let's do this, Mom. And so we worked hand in hand. She sewed, I cut, I designed, she helped design. We did everything together, and basically took this brand and formulated it into something, gave it a vision. And our vision was like, well, it would be really cool to be able to start paying you, and then people liked the stuff, and then I was able to start paying my mom and making a little extra to pay for the office space and things like that. And then it would be really cool if we could start growing, and then we started growing, and people really liked the stuff. So to give you guys, just to wrap up here, because I don't want this to be a super long story, but in the course of basically 5 months, I was one leg, my mom had one eye, and we created this project and took it from something just as an imagination to something that was really popping and basically bringing income for my mom and I, and paying everything, all the bills, everything was covered. And basically anywhere from like 4 to 6 months, that was the time that it done. So when we talk about passion, when you find the thing that you really, really like and really care about, and you put the work in, sometimes things just line up, and that's what you're meant to do. So I genuinely feel like my mom is meant to do fashion. My mom is meant to do clothing. She's meant to sew. And I love fashion, and I love everything like that. But I'm more of like the businessman behind everything. And I love business. And so together we just work and we can grow. And so if any of you guys are out there thinking about what your passion is, and you want to grow, it is possible. And I'm a living testament of like, when you want to go out and make something happen, it can happen if it's meant to be, really. And I just want to take the time to thank you guys for tuning in, for watching this video, because we'll have a lot more videos like it. And I just kind of want to give you guys more of like behind the scenes of who I am, who my mom is, and our story in building this brand.